Hey everyone, it's Dan, Vivid Racing, and we are here today testing the new VR Tuned ECU tuning box on this Acura NSX. We should be getting some serious horsepower gains just with this plug-and-play module. So let's see how it does on the dyno. All right, Cody's gonna do a run here. It's gonna be a tune run number 1. While the boys prep to do another run here with the tune installed, trying to get a little bit more power, we're going to quickly show you what is the tuning box. The tuning box is the wire loom. It is a plug-and-play device that fits into the factory sensors. You have boost pressure, manifold pressure, and camshaft sensor to get an RPM reading. So there's a direct plug-in, there's no cutting, splicing, or anything. The tuning box then mounts inside the trunk or inside the engine bay where the wire loom plugs into this. It's a full digital microprocessor system that does not take over the ECU or alter the ECU, but takes over the signals that go to the sensors. This allows you to easily remove the tuning box for warranty purposes with no trace at all. So this is the NSX tuning box, and we are doing some tests on it right now to show you some gains and horsepower improvements. Our first test here, we've got about a 70 crank horsepower gain. You can see quite the difference where the electric motors stop pulling right about 3,000, 3,400 RPMs, and then it's full twin turbo. So our first test, we've got some very good results. Boost pressure, AFR is looking good. We can lean it out just a bit, a little more PSI, and we'll have a great looking setup. So we're gonna run some more tests here shortly. We're working away here to get some of the testing done on the Acura NSX tuning box. The tuning box, again, plug-and-play module, plugs into stock factory sensors to alter the signals to gain up to 70, 80, 90 horsepower with proper fuel. Safe AFR, safe boost, no reliability issues. It's a very nice system. Each tuning box has a microprocessor digital board. It is designed and engineered in Germany to offer some of the highest quality you'll see. This is our second development run. We've got the map working really well on the tuning box down low. We shoot up to about 16 PSI right there at 3,400 RPMs and carry that across to about 5,400 RPMs. So we've got solid gains all the way through this mid-range. We got to work a little bit up here and we'll get that adjusted so we carry this solid line all the way across, and that'll give us this chunk here, which is about 70 horsepower to the engine, or roughly about 50 horsepower to the wheels. So we are running this in all-wheel drive in 4th gear on the Mustang dyno. So we'll do another map here and we'll be able to run it and see what our changes are now. Here we are, day 2 of testing the VR Tune tuning box kit on the NSX, and we've got this thing dialed. So we're going to show you some really good results that we made with the tuning box plugged in, and we are here running in Arizona, 91 octane, and this is on our Mustang all-wheel drive dyno. We're running in all-wheel drive mode and running this in 4th gear with our ARMYTRIX exhaust system. So let's check out the results. Here are the dyno results from the tuning box. We are running this again with 91 octane. Red is horsepower, blue is torque, solid line is our tune run, and dotted line is the stock run. We have black here as AFR, and green here is boost pressure. So our peak horsepower here is 363 all-wheel horsepower, and with the car making on the gasoline engine 503 horsepower, it's about a 25% drivetrain loss, which is normal for the Mustang dyno. So you can see here we have immediate gains as soon as the turbos start kicking in here. 3,300 RPMs, we start out with a big jump. We've got here 336 all-wheel horsepower compared to 264. That right there is almost 80 horsepower, and that stays consistent through most of the RPM range. You can see here at about 4,700 RPM, we have 418 all-wheel horsepower compared to stock at 339. So again, that's 70 wheel horsepower. This carries through much of the entire RPM range up until the very top where it just drops off. Torque is similar. We've got here, right where the turbos kick in the main chunk of the torque curve, we have 471 foot-pounds of torque compared to same spot at about 373, 370, so we see a 70 foot-pound gain through most of the middle section, and on the top, like most cars, the torque drops down. We see up here 390 compared to about 333, so we still have close to 60 foot-pounds of torque. Boost pressure immediately increases from the stock, which is right around 10 to 11 psi. We go up and we keep that thing holding solid at just about 16.5, 17 psi all the way across. Stock now goes from about 11 and has a peak of just about 13 psi. So we have about 6 psi increase over stock. AFR is the same. With the tuning boxes, we're not adjusting fuel or timing, though some of that will change because of the increase in boost. So we see here we have a AFR stock and tune, which is safe. Turbo cars, they come in lean, and that's about 11.9, and then we mellow out here at just about 11 to 10.9. Ideally, with turbocharged car, you could be at around 11.5 to 12, so there's still even more room to gain in performance. So as you can see here, we have some really good gains. This is about 80 all-wheel horsepower, which is near 106, 110 horsepower to the crank, which is very significant to add. So this combined with the electric motors gives an output of around 650 bhp over stock. So now we're going to test the car with higher octane. We should see a mix from the octane booster of about 93 octane, which is common for the Midwest to Eastern states here in the US. 93 is similar to 98 RON, and we should hopefully see a little bit more power from the change in fuel. We've just let the car cool down, so we're going to do our final run. We've got the octane booster mixed in really nicely. We're already making around 70 peak wheel horsepower. So hopefully now car's cool, octane booster is there. We'll show some good gains now to test. So here we go. We are driving the Acura NSX with our brand new VR Tuned tuning box, as we have said, and now it is complete, it is installed, and we have almost 80 wheel horsepower increase over stock. So with the combined gasoline twin turbo engine and the electric motor, we are near 650 horsepower to the crank, which is quite a bit. So we're going to do some pulls here, a little launch control, and show you what this thing does now. So hope you've enjoyed the NSX tuning box video that we've done. Dyno results are real. We've got some serious horsepower. This car drives amazing. Very happy with it. And again, if you are looking to gain extra horsepower, VR Tuned is your way to go. Tuning box kits, ECU flashing, and check out all of those products on vrtuned.com. Visit our main site for all types of accessories, vividracing.com. And please leave your comments and subscribe and let us know what you think. Thank you, and we will see you at the next one.